Hi, I'm Don, and this is The Hobbyist Geek. Welcome back, y'all! I know you saw the title, so you know what's coming up. We're on pack 8 of our Optimus Prime build from Agora Models. And last time around, we got these excellent legs complete here, and I can't wait to see what's coming up next. I really hope we're going to start working on the exterior of these legs, but how about we open the box and see what comes inside? All right, y'all, let's kick this thing open and see what we have. I gotta tell you, man, I love these little reveals. You can hear some metal banging around in there, so there's definitely some metal parts. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. And woo! Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, we are definitely doing more leg stuff. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Look at the size of that thing. This is pretty light though. I have a feeling that's going to be plastic. But man, just look at the size of that. That is awesome. Let's see here. Oh. Heck yeah! All right. That means we're definitely doing both legs. We've obviously got a mirror image here. So quite nice. Let's see what else we got here. Look at this. Look at this. That's odd. I only see one of these yellow bits here. So there's, I don't know, something unique, I guess. Yeah, this is it. This is all of it. But these pieces here do not seem to be replicated. No. So we've got one of these. Yeah, one set of vents or fins. Okay. Well, I have no idea because we clearly have two of these. Is that just interior and exterior? Are we only doing one leg? I don't know. I guess we'll just have to get into the build and find out. So let me get arranged here. We'll get the first set of parts out and get to building. Okay, so we're gonna kick things off here with steps 1, 2, and 3. We have part 1 here, part 22, part 34, and this is gonna be part 3, and we've got 8 of the PWM 2x6 screws to finish off this set of pieces. We're going to kick things off by flipping part 1 over here. And we're going to take 34, which has 3 holes. I don't know how well they're showing up on camera, but there are 3 holes on there. And there are 3 little pins right here for them to slide on, just like that. And we're going to take part 22, and it's going to fit basically in this orientation. So this squared off piece right here, it actually has a number 1. I don't know if that's showing up, but there's a little 1 right there. It's going to go towards the top here, just like this. Right now we're just doing a test fit. There it is, perfect. And then we are going to put a little glue in here and glue this down. Okay. While that is finishing its dry, we're going to throw part 3 here in, and it's going to go in this orientation, just like this. And it's going to fit right in here. And we're going to put 8 screws in all of these external spots to hold it in place. And there we go. Nice and secure. All of this facing the outside, and we've got this beautiful venting down here, which is actually really, really nice looking. I like that a lot. All right, moving on. All right, this is step 4. We're gonna take this assembly that we've already put together. You can see there's a little divot here that's got 2 holes in it. And we are gonna take part 32 here, and it's gonna go in this orientation. So make sure that this is upright, the hollow is, I'm assuming this is up for this. I don't know for sure, but in the instructions, the orientation does have this at the top, so make sure this is also facing the top. And we just basically slot it into those 2 slots, those 2 holes, just like that. And we've got 2 PWB 2.6 by 8 screws to hold it in place. And there you go, hanging out nice and neat. All right, next up we have parts 10, 11, 12, and 13. And if you take a look, we've got some areas right here where 11 and 12 can basically be slotted in just like this. And wow, they slot in really nicely. There is a little divot way down in there to hold it in place, at least for now. And then we're going to take part 13 here. Note on the flat, you've got 3 posts on this side and 2 on this. The 2 faces the exterior. So you just line it up just like this and get it all nice and neat in place. And in these 5 holes, we're going to put PWB 2.6 by 8 screws. All right, here we go. It's important to note this should be flush whenever you assemble it. So make sure that it is. Mine actually got caught up a little bit right here, and I didn't notice it and had to take a few of the screws out. But it's all together now, and we can move on. All right, next up, nice and simple. We'll take the 2 pieces that we've assembled so far. You'll notice there are 2 big holes right here, and there are 2 posts. Amazingly, they fit together just like that. Nice and easy. 2 holes right here, and we're going to be using more of those PWB 2.6 by 8 screws to hold it in place. All right, and there we go. Nicely assembled. Moving on. All right, next up, nice and easy, we're gonna take part 5 here. We're gonna just put it right here on the back side to close everything up. Just like this. Nice, like it. All right, there are 8 holes along here, and we're gonna be using PWM 2x6 screws to hold everything in place. Right, here we go. This is what it looks like fully assembled. You should be careful about where you put these screws though. There's 2 up here, 2 right here, 3 along the bottom, and 1 here. This, and this are screw holes that seem to have bases, but we don't put screws in those just yet. I can only assume they're going to be coming up here shortly. So now we can move on to the next step. And speak of the devil, this one up here at the top and this one right here are now getting screws. These are going to be the 3x8 bolts here, the M 3x8s, along with the 38 washers. That's these fancy washers here. And those are going to go in these two holes. Okay, there we go. With those in place, we can flip this puppy over. And right here in this bottom hole, which, hey, lines up with this last one, we are going to use another one of the 2.6x8 screws, but this time it's coming in through the front. All right, and there we go. I'm pretty sure that takes care of all of the screw holes here. Wow, they really do not want this coming off, do they? But looking good, ready for the next step. Okay, for the next set, we're effectively building the other side of the shin slash calf. And it's going to go together exactly the same as the first half, with a couple of small exceptions. You know, these are going to get glued in right here. This is going to go in, and we're going to throw the 2x6 screws, the PWM 2x6 screws, in to hold it in place. But before, well, we don't have all of this exterior detail to worry about on this side of the leg, but we do have part 35 here, a little rubber washer that'll slide in right there, and that will go on before we place this on top, and these are just gonna go together pretty much like this. And that washer will be held in place. And then this will get the same treatment with the 2x6 screws, and then the M 3.8 bolts with the fancy washers, and then we'll flip it to the outside for a 2.6x8. So pretty much the same as what happened over there. So let's just rush through this so we can move on to the next stage. All right, there we go. Not a lot of detail to speak of in here, at least not yet. But we do have that nice grill texture right there, and the back is solid just like with the other one. And we are ready to move on. All right, next up, we're gonna bring out the left leg here. That is the one that's got the lights on this side of the toe. And if you take a look, you've got 4 screw bases right there. And we'll take this piece with all this exterior detail. And what we're going to do is take these 4 posts. We're going to line it up with that. Just like so. Should fit fairly neatly. And then we're gonna use 2.3x8 screws to hold it in place. All right, so here we are, we got our 4 screws, we flip it over, we've got this beautiful piece here. Get these 2 posts here. I almost think that's where tires are gonna go, but I didn't see any tires in the parts list. I'm starting to wonder if we're even going to finish the shin slash calf here. But, well, we are ready to move on. So let's head to the next spot. Okay, now we're going to attach the other side, and looking at this same plate here, you can see there are 4 posts right there. And those 4 posts are going to line up with these 4 holes And you can see we've got big holes here to drop it in. Make sure that your cabling is not getting trapped in there. Should fit nicely just like this. And this time we're going to use the 3x10 bolts with the fancy washers. All right, and there you have it. This still comes out and in, which is nice. And yeah, if you raise it up, then you've got your full range of ankle twist as well. So that is quite nice. Loving this so far. The knee, yep, still full range of motion, at least for now. Let's see what comes up next. All right, next up, I'm gonna start covering up the shin here a little bit. We got 4 posts right here, and we're gonna take part 16. We've got these 4 posts there. We'll just slot right over top. And we're gonna fill them with these 2.6 by 8 screws. Look at that beauty. All right, let's see what comes next. All right. So next up, we've got this kind of multi-part step thing going on, and we've got all our pieces out. So let's just go ahead and get into it. We're gonna kick things off by assembling the first half of the shin here. We've got part 8 and part 24. And basically they're gonna go together like so. There are 4 places, 4 screws. And we are going to use the PWM 2.6 screw, 2x6 screws to hold it in place. All right, and with that together, it looks spectacular. We can move on to this. This is part 9, and we've got part 17 here. It's got a couple of little pins heading out. Those will go towards the upper portion here. And we line this up just right. There it goes. All right. So what we're going to do is fill these 2 holes and these 2 holes. And we're going to be using the 3.8 bolts with the fancy washers to hold it in place. There you go. Nice and neat. All right, next up, we're actually going to take these pieces and we're going to put them together. They're going to go just like this. A little bit of overlap down here. And we're going to be using 4 more of the 3x8 bolts, but this time we're going to be using, I don't know if you can see it or not, but we're going to be using the standard flat locking washer. Standard locking washer, not the fancy ones, to hold it in place. Look at that. Nice, neat, easy. All right, next up, we're gonna bring the leg back in here. I'm gonna set this puppy in. As best we can. Those. All right. Now we're going to kick things off. There's going to be a total of 6 screws holding this in place, but we're going to start off with the 2 on the front. That would be here and here. All right. And sorry guys, these are 2.6 by 8 screws. So now we're going to flip this thing over on its side. We're going to do 2 more on either side. One right here, the other right there. Right, now we're going to finish this thing off by doing the same thing on this side, right here and right here. All right, y'all, look at that. This thing is really starting to look good. Let's see what's next. All right, next up, we got part 25 here, and it just says press this in. It does not say glue it. Let's see if they're telling the truth. Well, B. I don't think that's going to come out on its own. Oh no, that's in there good. All right, all right. I can dig it. Now, we're going to have, you know what? I keep doing that, but I'm terrified of breaking this. So, parts 20 and 21. Here's the deal, though. I have no idea which is which. I think this is 20. It's got a little bezeled edge here. And it's supposed to go into those two holes. We got 2 pegs, 2 holes. It says just press them in. But if I do that, yeah, that ain't gonna fit. So let's try this one. Aha, yes. So again, we just press it in. Boom. Look at that. That's actually quite nice. I like that. So the bezel comes towards the front. There we go. Nice and neat. Now we'll do 21 on the other side to finish the look. Okay, look at that. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, what's up next? All right, next up, we're going to take part 14 and 15 here, and a little 3 on here, and a little 4 on here, so you know which is which. And then you got part 33, which is a couple of magnets. So we've got some magnets here. We're going to glue those magnets in right here, and then we're going to pull the leg out here, and you can see we've got a spot right here and another on the other side for us to press these panels into place. Let's go ahead and get these things in there. All right, look at that. That really seals it up nicely. And I like the kind of paneling detail there too. Sweet. Okay, next up, we're going to take part 19 here. We're going to slot this into the back of the leg. There are 2 posts here that'll go through these 2 holes to help you line it up. But we're only going to be using 2 of the 2.6 by 8 screws to go through here to hold it in place. All right, look at that. Next up is going to be pretty easy. We're going to take part 7 here. We're just going to slot this over the piece we just put in so that this pops out. We got 4 screw holes here, and we're going to do 4 more 2.6 by 8 screws to hold it in place. All right, there we go. That is awesome. All right, for this next bit, we're going to have to whip out the glue again. We got part 26. Notice there's a black side and a unpainted side. The unpainted side has the posts coming out of it. We're gonna do the black side here. And we've got part 28. It's got 4 posts. There are 4 holes in the middle here. That's where these are gonna go. Apply a little glue and throw this in. After that, we're gonna put a little glue in the 4 outer holes that are in here. And those are gonna go onto these 4 inner posts right here so that we can have this assembly all nice and built. All right, that is what it will look like when it's all together. Okay, oh, sorry about that, just hit the tripod there. Next up, we're gonna take part 18 here. It's got one post. There's a big hole right there. Just press it in, no glue required, according to the instructions. And based on how tight this hole seems to be, I'm gonna take them at their word. Holy crap, get in there. There it goes, woo, man. All right, and here we've got two clips, we got two holes. So let's just pop this puppy in there. Again, no glue required. All right. Look at that. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh man, we still have pieces to go. Let's see what's next. Okay, so we're up to the final little bits here. First and foremost, we have part 30 right here. And that's gonna press right into the side right here into these two holes. And you'll see this section that's got the little overhang, that's gonna go up. So we'll just line her up here. No glue again, according to the instructions. We'll just pop this thing in if we can. Alright. Well, that seems like it's in, but it's all wobbly on this side, so maybe it didn't go in all the way? Ah. I think I'm gonna have to play with that. But for now, we'll take these two parts. That's 29 and 31. We're gonna put them together with a couple more 2.6 by 8 screws. All right, now this piece is gonna be interesting. You see, the foot, as you know, extends in and out. Well, there are two holes in there that line up with this hole right here. And this is what locks it in place. So, if you want it in its extended configuration, like this, then you pull the foot out and then you lock it in place like that. And of course, you can always just take this out. Whoa, that is tough. But you can take it out and lower the leg. There it goes. Whew. Just like that. And you lock it in place in its lower configuration like this. So that's actually pretty awesome. I like that. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the camera for a second, take a minute, see if I can get this in any better, and then I will come back for a final review. That is the end of pack 8 of this beautiful model. I gotta say, this stage, I mean, it looks very, very nice. I was, in fact, able to get this to pop in better. One of the pins just didn't want to line up very well. It took a lot of finicking around with it, but I managed to get it and pop it in, so it is nice and secure. The back side here looks beautiful, like this little thruster looking thing right here. This is quite good. This side, incomplete. We don't have the tires. And I am positive that's what's going to go here, is the tires. I don't know why we don't have any tires. So that's a little upsetting. I do like this little pin here to add a little extra support, but it is really hard to pull out. And yeah, there's not a good place to get a grip. It takes a lot of effort to pull this pin out. And doesn't seem to matter whether it's in the upper or lower position. There we go. Whew. But as you can see, this does support both. Now it has to be in this upper position like this if you want the full range of motion on the ankle. If you're just planning on having him stand straight up, and frankly, when I display him, that's probably how I'll display him, is just having him standing there. Not doing much of an action pose, but we'll see. We'll see when the time comes. But it does leave me with a bit of concern. There are only 3 packs. 8, 9, 10, okay, there's 4 packs. See, I can't even count on my fingers. There are 4 packs left, and we know one of them is just going to be a duplicate of this. Okay, that leaves us with 3. And in those 3, we're going to need the tires, whatever the heck is going to attach to here, because this is also open. And we're going to still need the thighs, the crotch, the abdomen, and the entire back. So, yeah, I'm hoping that they don't skimp out on detail on some of those parts so they can just fit it all into those final 3 packs. Well, there's no way to know until we get there. So I can't wait though. I am looking forward to it, but I'm pretty sure next month is just going to be this all over again, but for the right leg. For now, that's all I've really got to say about it. I really enjoyed building this. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment below. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day.